Well, I'm getting ready to pull out the alternator on a Jetta. This is the 2009 TDI, and it's pretty tight in here. And so I've just finished removing pretty much everything I need to get that alternator on out. And so what do you all need to do? Well, you need to remove the bottom cover and take out the fans, cooling fans. And there's of course electrical connection on the bottom that you have to disconnect, and there's 4 bolts that hold it on. So then that fan assembly will drop on out, and if you remove that cover from the bottom, it'll actually drop off from the bottom, which is pretty straightforward. Next, you're going to go ahead and I actually remove the fuel filter assembly. I tie that on back, so it gives you a little bit more access up in the front here. So you can see, at least they have some ways of moving the 2 bolts that are on the front side here, by the way. They're on the top and one on the bottom for their alternator. So you can go ahead and take and remove that. Plus, it'll also give you access. There's a serpentine adjuster pulley down there. It's buried. You can't really quite see it. I guess if I can turn this fan or this light back on, maybe you'll be able to see it. Yeah, so that'll give you a chance to get a wrench on that black serpentine belt adjuster, and that'll let you loosen the belt. Next, I've removed the intake shroud area. I'm sorry, the intake inlet area for your. I guess I can put that right there. Yeah, so there's your air cleaner. Took the intake inlet for that ductwork off for the air cleaner, so that's clear. And once you have this all apart, sorry for the shaky video here. You need to do one other thing. You need to remove your throttle body here for that hooks on up, so that'll give you clearance to be able to pull the alternator on out. I've disconnected there's one connection right here on the alternator, so that's removed. And there's that terminal right there. That's for the voltage out for the alternator. And there's one little screw on there. It's no big deal. You can get at it without a problem. Next, I know there's a lot of stuff on here. I've loosened up the air conditioner compressor. There's only 3 bolts that hold it on, and there's one little electrical connector. But what does that do? Well, that allows you to move this hose to the back, because you're going to try to squeeze it on in through between the radiator and that air compressor hose. So you need to allow this thing to get a little bit of movement to do that. And then lastly, I've got this piece of cardboard sandwiched right up in front of to protect between the alternator and the radiator and intercooler. So that I think pretty much covers everything. I'm just going to go ahead and slide that alternator on out now. This is definitely something, if you suspect any problem with your alternator and you're on the road, I think you're in trouble, because there's a lot of stuff you got to take off to get this alternator run out. And I would recommend, don't get those remanufactured one. If you can, take this alternator on down and to a shop that does the repair work, and they'll repair whatever is wrong with it to make sure that it's going to last a long time, because you don't want to have this sort of problem on the road. Outside of that, I think that's it. I'm just going to slide this on out, and by the way, it'll take like a little pry bar to kind of, if you can even see that, to kind of move this thing between here and here, because that alternator is stuck in there pretty tight, but it comes out pretty easy. So I think that's pretty much it for now. Get yourself a good alternator. You don't want to go through this on the road. That's it. I just want to take a quick finish video here. I took it on out, and everything came out okay. The only additional line I had to take off is that little hose right there. That's the coolant hose. So I've got a little bag, tie wrapped on there to keep the coolant from coming on out. And of course, it's just going to have to be real patient and careful with it. You don't have to brute force it. If you clock that alternator right, it will come out there. And again, you need to be able to push that AC line right here back behind there, because with that AC line in the way, it's going to be a good challenge getting that on out of there. Again, you want to protect your your radiator here with that piece of cardboard and keep that from getting damaged. So I think that's it. So thanks for watching.